Rinpoche, thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to share some thoughts about the environment on Earth Day for the Tricycle viewership. I'd like to start by asking you to please show us the Touching the Earth Mudra and to talk a little bit about what it means.
Yeah, Buddha almost achieved enlightenment in Bodhigaya under the tree, Buddha said, under the Bodhi tree. So then what we call, there's a lot of obstacles, turbulence. And then there's a story that Buddha soon going to achieve enlightenment. And there's a question from the Mara. How? Maybe you're not worthy to be enlightened. And Buddha said, the earth is my witness. So the Mudra gesture, like when we look at the Buddha's statue, always one hand is touching earth. So earth is like mother or like witness. The meaning is whatever we do is based on the earth. The earth is our home. Earth is the life circle, ups and downs, and everything comes based on the earth. So the earth can be our home, can be the birthplace of our body, our mind, emotional, our social relationship, and suffering, happiness, enlightened path, or samsara. It's like happening on the earth. And earth is the really important for us. Without earth, then none of this can happen. So the earth is the witness or the basis for our life and basis of our existence.
Rinpoche, when we think about the term witness, it has a very living, alive, awake, ascension quality that we don't usually ascribe to the earth. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So the witness, normally, sometimes we describe, sometimes we make figure about the earth. So what we call goddess, like female goddess. And that's like mother. And that is the almost like there's a connection, the spirit of the earth between human and the earth. And there's a lot of in the past connection with the elements on the earth and how we can react the humans and the nature, and how we communicate human and nature. Like my hometown, when I was young, and they all know about the environment. They can sense, oh, tomorrow will rain. Or we need to protect the environment. Like in the ancient time, they're not cutting trees. Protect the elements, the water source, clean, keep water source clean, and not killing animals, the wild animals, and how to help the environment flourish. So all this almost like constantly connection with the nature, living there with the when I was young, but now we lost that.
In the Buddha's life story, everything important takes place outdoors. He was born outdoors, he died outdoors, his great awakening was outdoors, he taught outdoors. When he left the ascetic practices, he was inspired by a childhood experience that took place under the rose apple tree. Can you say something about the implications of that for Buddhism and for your own understanding of Dharma in the world today?
Yeah, in Buddha's life, because he stayed in the kingdom, in the Kabul Pasto, and then there's huge palace, and then everybody protect him to seeing the nature, actually, basically, like become like person. And then he has a luxury life, everything easy, everything very, very convenient, but he feels that something's missing. So that's what we call dukkha. Dukkha meaning like there's something dissatisfied, incompleteness, or something missing, maybe hollow. So he looked for the answer and left the palace. And actually, when we go to the nature, he feels more happy. He feels like part of nature, and it's like part. So then he do meditation, 6 years meditation under the tree also. Sometimes he stay in the cave. And actually Buddha also teach planting tree is a virtue. Somebody says, if you have obstacle, plant trees. So in my hometown, we have that tradition also. When I was young, someone has puja sometime, but sometime, we go to elders in the village, elders, and they do some kind of like traditional style of checking, like healing, astrology, or you accumulate some virtues, or plant trees, or sometimes they said clear the path. Kind of like all these virtues, and even the Vinaya, where they talk about how to plant trees, something like that.
Did the life story of the Buddha and everything that took place outdoors, was that part of your own inspiration for doing your long wandering retreat when you lived outside?
Of course, yeah. I think I read, when I was young, I read one book, not from the sutta. Sutta is very difficult to understand, boring. But somebody made Buddha's life story, and I feel really inspired. And then later, I saw my mom read the life story of Milarewa, and more inspired. So these are when I was young, my heroes.
Can you say something about Buddhist views and values and how they relate specifically to the environment and how we relate to the environment?
In my hometown, we have project. So we make new project about the beings, the people living there can get benefit from the nature. So we have, for example, we have one Himalayan rose that have the fruit. And we ask local women, just take that fruit and dry. It's only the 2 weeks work. And then sell abroad. All the profit got directly to them. They're so happy. And they like to plant more trees now, because you can plant everywhere. Then they get income, and the people can help the environment. Environment can help the people, and become circle. Then slowly we teach the connection, Dharma, the interdependent, the connection between person and the environment. And many people more interest and connect with the spiritual practice. And that spiritual practice also helps for the environment. Environment helps spiritual and their life. So maybe there's something we can do the bridge, connecting nature, environment, spiritual together. So I think the lot of damage we've done is the human made, right? Mm-hmm. And who is controlling human? Our mind. So maybe someone want to watch this interview. Mind says, watch this interview, and now you're watching. Without mind saying that watch this interview, click that one, You cannot watch. So in Buddhism, we have a lot of teachings about how to guide our mind. So normally monkey mind, what we call monkey mind. So monkey mind does the opposite normally. No pizza, more pizza comes. I need sleep, sleep disappear. But we work with the mind, craving, aversion, ignorance. And then it might help yourself, then whatever we can help to the environment. So balancedly. But sometimes we want to help environment, and then we do so many things, then we tire. Then in the end, we give up. So we need to find inner strength, help outside, and outside can help inside, something like that.
As you know from your own friends and students and your own travels, there's tremendous fear and dread and hopelessness about what is going on with the environment right now. And can you say a few words to address that?
Yeah, so Buddha teaching, what we call, sometimes we cannot right away to change the environment, situation, or whatever obstacle comes. But what is in our hand? Our mind. Our mind is always in our hand. So I always discuss about how to work inside. But once you work with inside, maybe you get more strength. Maybe more courage. Maybe you change some of your habits. Maybe you have more kind compassion. Might help the environment, I think. So I think the most important is don't feel lost hope. Always have hope, whatever happens. And actually, we are more than what we think. There's a lot of great capacities, potentials, insights, wisdoms. My father said, if you're going somewhere and if you reach the huge wall in front of you, the road becomes dead end. And my father said, what you have to do? Take out your backpack, throw the other side of the wall. Once your backpack is the other side, you need to cross. But how you cross? You cannot cross like that way. I need to cross the wall and bang your head to the wall. You will have potato. But bring staircase, staircase. Very easy. Put there and climb and then change. Or rope. Or maybe go circle. Or maybe underneath. So many ways that you can cross the wall. So normally we will not think about those if it's just fixed. So don't let fear get you. Work with the fear, learn from fear, transform fear into awareness, love and compassion, wisdom. Obstacle become opportunity, problem become solution.